Yo, what's good, guys? This is your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense here, bringing y'all my fragrance of the day. Actually, I tried to bring this video to you guys earlier today, but I was in the middle of getting some uh, breakfast from Waffle House. Excuse me, and I had a friend of mine with me, and she was trying to get herself together also. So when she was coming down back downstairs, I was actually making the video then, and for some reason I just panicked. I didn't want her to be in the middle of my video, as far as not saying that I didn't want her in the video. I just have a little condition, nervous condition, when it comes to being in front of people. I'm just actually now getting used to just talking to this camera and giving videos to you guys. So I'm doing this in steps. So just work with me, guys. Anyway, as you can tell from the header of my video, this one is on Ed Hardy's Villain. And people don't talk about Ed Hardy fragrances like they used to. Um, I can remember once upon a time Ed Hardy was on everybody's radar. I even had a few of their fragrances that I ordered way back before I even started collecting fragrances. I think I had Love and Luck, and there was like one or two others I had ordered. They were all decent. I liked them, but you know, it was what it was at the time. This particular one I never actually smelled, and I actually surprisingly found this one at City Trends. Now, when you think of City Trend, you think of discount clothing, cheap stuff, imitation colognes, stuff like that. Well, yes, they do have imitation stuff, but they also, from what I've been witnessing the past few months, are now starting to get into designer fragrances. And I've actually seen, besides this Ed Hardy, I've also seen Nautica Voyage, regular Nautica, and a few other fragrances I can't call right offhand, but as you know, their fragrance prices are pretty good. They're pretty cheap, probably cheaper than I've seen at Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington, um, Marshalls, places like that. The one I have today is Ed Hardy's Villain, and this is the can that it came in. Has some goofy looking artwork, look like some kind of cobra. Um, it's kind of funny looking. Not much to the can. Just has basic information, batch code, stuff like that. Have your stamp UPC on the bottom. As you can see, the sticker is still on here, and I purchased this one for $6.99. And this is the 1 ounce bottle, which is 30 milliliters. Um, Regular old top. The bottle actually is pretty nice. It's different. Has that same goofy looking snake on the front. I kind of like this bottle design. As you can see, it's raised here. The snake is. Has Ed Hardy Villain along the bottom. Has some designs, look like snakes. The top here going around. The atomizer is not bad. Just a cheap plastic top. Atomizer is not bad, if you can see that. Great smell. It's kind of almost citrusy, almost. Me personally, I like it. I actually wore this to work today, um, and I didn't stay long because I had to work late last night. I got off about 1 o'clock, and I actually had to be at my morning job at 6. Um, by the time I got to sleep, it was like after 2. So I really only got maybe a couple hours of sleep, and then when I got to my day job, about 3 hours late. My boss man told me that I could go home and take the day off, and I can use some PTO time. So that was cool. Anyway, this thing lasted a pretty long time on me today. Um, it actually finally died off by the time I guess it was time for me to go to my night job, in which I'll show you another fragrance I purchased on my way to my second job. Um, Very good scent. This one actually was released in 2011, and they call this one an aromatic fougere. Um, it has spicy, aromatic, woody, amber, and citrus main accords. Um, Adriana Medina created this one, if I said her name right. Um, and I'm reading this off of my phone here, but it has a cracked screen, if you can see, so it's kind of hard for me to read some of this. Anyway, this has bergamot, lavender, sage, pepper, cardamom, and basil notes. And then it says at the base you have sandalwood, musk, cedar, amber, and nutmeg notes. It says also that this scent works well through spring and fall days and nights, and has moderate longevity and silage. Um, I agree with everything except for maybe when they have this listed spring and fall. Me personally, I've said it on different occasions. I pay for my fragrances, so I feel like I can wear them when the hell I please. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. If I want to wear them to work, if I want to wear them to the gym, um, like a dumb reach scent, I can do that. Um, but the way this smells, it does smell more like a cool weather scent. The citrus almost makes it spring and summer, but it is a little strong. And I don't mean strong like in a bad way, I mean as in a good way. So this may cut through some cold weather or cooler weather. Like what the weather we're having now is not bad. It probably drops to maybe the 50s, close to the 40s. It's not too bad outside, so it may work for that. I'm not sure, like up north where it's like below zero or whatever. I don't think it would work good for that. But um, if I had to say myself, this is a pretty good fragrance. I like it. Um, and for the price of $6.99, you really can't beat it. You have a great scent. Can be a dumb reach if you don't want to use it as a go-to scent. I understand there are a lot of things out right now that people are like sheep. They flock to. Um, I'm not one of those sheep. I'm not going to go out and spend a whole boatload of money on a fragrance that I know in the long run I'm not going to wear much of because everybody else is going to smell exactly like it. Um, I tend to stick with things that are a little cheaper. Every now and then I may splurge on myself, but it's not going to be too much. But not a bad scent, Ed Hardy Villain. So if you see this, mostly, especially I should say, in your local city trends, pick it up for $6.99. You can't beat it, man. Pretty decent scent. Nothing game changing. Not a groundbreaker. Nothing that's gonna wow anybody, but pretty decent scent nonetheless. Um, Before I go, I was on my way to my second job, and this fragrance I actually have seen several times over in our local TJ Maxx, which is literally right across the street from where I stay. And this fragrance in the beginning was like $50, like $49.99, and I didn't want to buy it because of that price. I tried to look it up on Fragrance X and Fragrance Net, and neither one of those sites had this fragrance listed, period. When I typed the name in, it said, hold on, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. There is no hint of this fragrance anywhere on this website, period. I see the name of it, but the fragrance that I have here in my possession, um, it's nowhere on these pages whatsoever. So anyway, I actually typed it in on under Google, and I finally found it. And I looked up the note breakdown on it, in which I'm not going to give you the note breakdown because I want to wear this, test it, see how it works. I actually put this on before I went to my second job after I purchased it, just to see what it was going to smell like. And I actually like it. I was surprised. I was nervous about buying this thing because, for one, it was a $50 price tag on it back when I first saw it. And it's been in TJ Maxx for at least a few months that I know of, and nobody purchased it. And it was actually on the discount table last week was the last time I saw it, and they had it for like 20 something dollars. And I went back today and purchased and saw it, and now they had it marked down to 18 bucks. And I tried to separate these stickers. As you can see, there are like one, two, three. There are like 3 or 4 different stickers on here. 3 to be exact. I tried to separate them, but the back sticker, I can see it says $49.99, and then I can't even see what the next sticker says. But I purchased this one for 18 bucks, so I think I paid like $19 and some change for it. And the fragrance I'm talking about, I'm not sure if anybody knows anything about this one, because I don't, except for what I read online earlier. It's called 1920 The Origin Toise, or however you want to say it. And this is the box. If you've seen this box before, I was scared to purchase it. Even the note breakdown kind of made me nervous because I like sweet fragrances, and this one kind of made me nervous because I thought this was going to be something that was going to be like real strong and something I didn't like Versace L'Homme, or what was the other one I bought? Damn, I can't remember what the other one was. But anyway, they were too strong for me. Lo and behold, I bought this one today. This is the bottle, and this is see-through. I bought this one today, and I sprayed a little on my hand. Actually, I sprayed it on the box, and it's still on here. I sprayed it right here. It is one of the nicest smelling adult scents that I have smelled in a while, out of almost anything I have in my collection so far. It's not like super masculine. It's not too strong. It's not like overpowering. It smells very nice to me. Great atomizer on this thing. It smells really nice. I wore it to work, and I only sprayed like one on each hand, and I think I hit my neck. It projects better off my clothes than it lasted on my skin. And I can say, since I've been washing my hands all day, and my skin is dry, then the performance may be lacking because of that. fragrances most of the time don't do well when you have dry skin because it absorbs it faster. But I like the scent. I'm very surprised by it, and for the price tag of $18, which is a whole hell of a lot better than $50, because me personally, I don't think this would be a $50 fragrance. As good as it smells, I don't believe it's worth $50. Um, Between maybe 15 and 20 is perfect, and I paid 19 for it, which is close to 20. So that was right up my alley. If I had the choice to purchase this again, I wouldn't purchase it again. Um, but it is something that I will have in my collection. Bottle wise is different. I like it. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell anybody to run out and go get this, but if you see it and the price tag is pretty decent on it, give it a shot. If you don't like it, you can always give it as a gift. Anyway, that's all I got for you tonight, guys. I know I only have one person watching right now, but I'm pretty sure there are other people who are gonna see this video and check it out later. So I appreciate any and everyone who watches these videos I make. I know I'm not the best speaker. I'm not the best when it comes to talking about fragrances, but I do bring you what I have, and I give you guys my all. I may not be talking about more up-to-date fragrances like Creed Aventus or things such as that, but I'm still giving you what I got, guys. So stick around. We're going to have fun on this